Hello students, welcome back into the another session of CS02 content CS02 programming in C. Lastly, we are discussing about the various types of library functions, and we have started with the first group of library function named string function. As you can see onto the screen, we have to start with the discussion of strlen function. Now the theory of strlen function says that this particular function returns the total number of characters count for the string given by the user. That means, suppose I have entered MVM as an inputted string, then the output will be 3. For example, suppose I have given Rajkot as an output string, then the output will be 6. So now let's see how it works. For making this particular program live, what I am doing is, first I am accepting a one string from the user. For that, I am initializing a variable called a with size 10, contains the data type character. Then after CLR function, there is a label, which label instructs the user to enter their string. That means the message is enter your string. Then that string stores inside the variable called a, and then the next message came is the total number of characters are %d and comma simple strlen function, and as a parametric value we have to pass the inputted variable. Now let's check for the syntactical error first. As you can see on the over the screen, there are no syntactical errors, so we can proceed for the second step. Let's execute the code. Let me enter a string. It returns our counting onto the screen with message, that is the total number of characters are 3. Let's cross check this particular program by entering some new string which contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 characters. So 7 is there onto the screen. This program works properly. Let's see this code into the notepad for better visibility. So for that I am going into the C drive, turbo C disk, turbo C bin, and the program that I have saved is 3.c, sorry, it's 4.c. So this was the code. First I have to write the necessary library functions like standard input output.h, then console input output.h, then string.h, because strlen is a pure string handling function, that's why I need to include string.h library function into the program. Then there is a void main statement into the opening and closing bracket. First variable declaration is there. That variable declaration contains the data type called characters. Then the name of variable is a and the size of the string is 10. After CLR function, next one is the label. That label is enter your string. Whatever the string enters by the user is going to be stored inside the variable called a, and then on a very next line the message I have given is the total number of characters are %d. Here I have mentioned %d because it returns the numerical value. That means strlen function returns the numerical value. That's why I have mentioned percentage %d over here. And then after comma, there is a use of strlen function, and in which as a parametric value I have passed the inputted variable. So it returns, it counts the total number of characters and it return onto the screen. Say for example I have entered MBM, then it returns 3. If I enter Rajkot, then it returns 6 onto the screen. So write down the definition for this particular program. Write a program to demonstrate the use of strlen function. Again I am repeating the definition. Write a program to demonstrate the use of strlen function. So I hope all of you are very clear about how strlen works. Let's move on for the next function. The next function according to the syllabus is strpbrk. strpbrk. So let's see directly how it works and what it returns onto the screen. Theory of strpbrk is like this. This is the theory. That means it scans the first string for the first occurrence of any character into the second string. Again I am repeating my words. It scans the first string to find out the occurrence of any character into the second string. Now what does it means? Say for example my string is welcome and my first string is welcome and my second string is Rajkot. Then it compares these two strings and it compares welcome with Rajkot, in which the character from welcome occurs for the first time into the string called Rajkot. Let's see it practically, which clears more about it. So for that what I am doing is first of all here I am declaring two variables, that is in character A10 and character B10. Then enter your first string. It read and stores inside the variable called A. Then the next message came, printf enter your second string and scanf %s comma %b. So both the strings are stored together in a two different variables. Then as per the syntax, here I have to take one output variable and then I am writing C is equals to strpbrk into the bracket A comma B. Then if C hello students, as you can see onto the screen we are discussing about strpbrk function, and due to some technical issue last lecture was dropped. Now we are resuming that particular lecture for the further discussion. On screen there is a complete program of strpbrk function where you can see that first I have declared the two string variable where it contains the specific value, then there is an output variable, then after the CLR SCR function into the output variable I have passed these two variables as a parametric value into the strprp function, and then it will check that if there is a first occurrence of a particular character found into the both the strings, then it prints that particular character onto the screen, otherwise it will give a message that none of the character is common in both the functions. Now let's check this particular program by executing into the programming in C. So I am just opening the C editor and I am executing that particular program onto the screen. So first I will compile the code. As you can see that there are no syntactical errors are there in this particular program, so we can execute the code and it returns E onto the screen. It returns E onto the screen because in my string number 1 hello contains E as a second character, as well as into the welcome it contains second character as a E, which is common and it's a first occurrence into the entire string, so it returns E onto the screen. So in this way this program works. Now let's see this particular program in Notepad for better visibility. Let me explain you this particular program again. Before that, just write down the definition of this program. Write a program to demonstrate the use of strpbrk function. Again I am repeating the definition. Write a program to demonstrate the use of strpbrk function. Now just try to focus on the number of logical or the instruction set that I have mentioned in this particular program. Hash include standard input output.h, console input output.h and string.h, where string.h is the pure string handling function, library function that we need to include in this particular program for making an execution of strpbrk function. Then into the main executable statement there is an opening and closing bracket. Into the opening and closing bracket, first I have declared the two variable which contains the static value called hello as well as welcome, and into the and as a output variable I have declared pointer. Then after the CLR SCR function, pointer is equals to strpbrk is the function which we need to test, and as a parametric value I am passing the first string that is hello as well as the second string that is welcome. Now this particular function search for the first occurrence of common character in both the string, which is E. If it is found, then it prints the same onto the screen, otherwise it returns the message that there is no character found in the entire set. So in this way this particular program works. Now let's go ahead for another function, that is strstr. For that the code that I have written is like this. This is the code. First write down the definition for testing this particular function, that is write a program to demonstrate the use of strstr function. Now what I have done in this particular program, after the necessary library function and the main executable statement, first string that I have taken is Borland International. Now in this entire string it contains the two separate words, that is Borland and second one is international, and into the string number 2 which I want to find out as a subset of the first string is nation. So what it does is it tries to find out this entire word into the string number 1 which I have given, and it occurs into the word called international. In international there is a word which is the subset of the string number 2, that is called as nation. If it's found, then it prints the same word onto the screen using this str function. So what will be the description of str function? Str function tries to find out the subset of string number 2 into the string number 1, and if it is found, then it prints that subset onto the screen. Now let's check this particular program into the C. So let me open the C and then the program. Let me execute the code. What it prints? National. That means it search for the nation, and then rest of the character will be printed as it is onto the screen, which is available into the subset of string number 1. Let's move on. Next function is strt OK. This is the program for strt OK. Strt OK function, before describing the program, write down the definition of strt OK. Write a program to demonstrate the use of strt OK function. Now let's check this particular program into the C first. This is the code for strt OK. What it prints? ABC and D. Means what it does, first of all, I have taken a one inputted string which is ABC comma D, then there is a character pointer. That pointer follows the strt OK function where I have passed the inputted string, that is ABC comma D, and then it will search for the comma. If that comma is present into the entire subset of the given string, then it prints the entire string onto the screen, otherwise it returns null onto the screen. That means just see the output ABC and D, and ABC and D is a common string, but comma is founded onto the screen and it prints D onto the new line character. So this is the functionality of strt OK. Now let's see this particular program into the notepad for better visibility. So I'm just opening that particular code into the notepad. As you can see that after the library function and into the void main statement, into the brackets I have written that character input 16 is equals to a common string which contains the comma character, that is ABC comma D. Then there is another variable called P. Then after the CLR SCR function, P is equals to strt OK. Into the inputted string I am trying to search for the comma, and if the comma is present, it prints the new line character onto the screen. That's why it returns ABC onto the first line and D into the second line. If nothing is found onto the screen, then it prints null onto the screen. I think no need to write this line of code. Just we have to test this simple 4 to 5 lines of code before executing the program. So just write down this code for your future purpose, and the definition is, again I am repeating, write a program to demonstrate the use of strt OK function. So this was all about the string functions that we have as far as the syllabus is concerned. Now we are fastly moving towards the another types of function, that is mathematical function. Students, this mathematical function are not that much important for university examination point of view, but Apart from the given list, some are the most important functions. Let me direct you for that first, and then we'll test every function one by one. The first function is a cos, then a sin, a tan, then sale. This is very important for university examination. Then cos, then the next one is division, then exponential, then ebb, that is f means absolute, then floor, which is very important for university examination, then f mod, then log, then mod f, then power, then sine, and then sqrt. So these are the few important functions which we need to discuss into the mathematical group of functions. So now let's discuss each and every one by one in detail into the C. So for that, what I am doing is, let me have a new program, and the first line of code is hash include stdio.h, then hash include conio, that means console input output.h, then hash include. At this time we have to add a pure library function for executing the mathematical statement, that is math.h. I am adding just like string.h, which we have previously discussed. I am saving that particular program as a 8.c. Then I am writing void main statement, and then into the bracket here I am declaring a one variable called double a, then double result, that is the output variable. You can also take it as a b, but I am taking it a result. Then printf statement, enter your value, then scanf statement, percentage d, double is, that means percentage lf, comma ampersand a, and then the result is equals to a cos. Into the bracket I am passing the variable called a to find out the cos value of inputted variable called a, then printf output is percentage lf, comma result, and then the program should be completed with getch function. I am just saving this code and checking for the syntactical error. As you can see that there are no syntactical errors, so we can execute the program and say, for example, I am entering 0.5, then it returns 1.047, which is the cos value of 0.5. So in this way this particular program works. Let me change one thing. Simple lf I am writing after this colon. Let's run the code, and I am entering 0.5, then the output is 1.047, so on, is the cosine value of 0.5. Now same like a cos, you can check for a sine. I'm just changing the function name from a cos to a sine, and I am executing the program and giving the same value called 0.5. Instead of cos, it returns the sine value of 0.5, that is 0.523599 is the outputted value of given function. Same like that we can check for A10, and let's execute the program by giving a value called 1.5 which returns 0.98 onto the screen, and this is the perfect value as per the given instruction set into the program. Now let's see this code into the notepad for better visibility. So I'm just opening it into the notepad this is a 8.c. Perfect. So first write down the definition. Write a program to demonstrate three different functions, that is a cos, a sin and a tan. Again I am repeating my words. Write a program to demonstrate three different functions, that is a cos, a sin, a tan, and this is the code where I have declared the inputted variable as well as the output variable as a double. Then into the CLR-SCR statement I have written the message that enter your value. Then there is a scanf statement. Into the scanf statement I am reading and storing the desired inputted value of the user. Then there is a output variable called result, where I have written result is equals to a sin, a cos, a tan, any function you can check, and as a parametric value single variable has been passed. Then the output is displayed using this printf statement, like output is %lf comma result and get ch. Just note down this particular program for the future reference. Now let's move on. Let's go for some other functions like sail. Reverse of this sail is floor, right? So we'll check this both the functions together so the difference can be identified easily. Let's go into the C. Result, then sail, CEIL, and simple, I'm passing the output variable, inputted variable. Then I am entering 12.5. What it returns? 13. I will give you another example like 14.1. 14.1 returns 15. Now what it does, these particular functions give you the upper rounded value of the inputted number. Again I am repeating my words. This particular function returns the upper output rounded value of a given number. That means suppose I am entering 14.1, then the upper rounded value is 15, so it returns 15 onto the screen. Now let's check for the floor. FLOOR. What it does, let me enter you the same value, that is 14.1. What it returns? 14. For example, I am giving 12.5. What it returns? 12. So this is reverse than the sail function. That means it will returns the lower rounded value of a inputted value. That means suppose I am entering 12.5, then it returns 12 onto the screen. Suppose I am entering 14.1, then it returns 14 onto the screen. Now let's see this particular program into the notepad for better visibility. So let's open C drive, turbo C, disk, turbo C bin, and the program is 8. Just change sail and floor function over here, you will get the output. If you use sail, and suppose I am entering 14.2, what will be the output? 15. If we use floor and if we gives the same inputted output value, what it returns? 14 onto the screen. Generally, into the invoice calculation, this particular function called sale and floor are more important. So in this way, sale and floor works. Write down the definition, write a program to demonstrate the use of sale and floor function. Write a program to demonstrate sale and floor function. So I think I have done up to ACOS, assign, attend, sale. Now let's go for cos. Simply in this code, we need to change the function from floor to cos. Let's save and execute the program. Let me input some value. It returns the cosine value of a given inputted value, that is 0.18. These are the trigonometrical values execution, so we need to check according to that into the table. Then next one is div. Let's go for div now. Into the div function, I think we have to pass the two parametric value. Div divides two integers, right? That means we have to give two values. Fine. Enter your first value, then printf. Enter your second value, then scanf %d comma %b is my second value. Let me declare this particular variable called b. Then into the div function I am passing a comma b. Let's execute the code. Let's give the inputted value. There is a division error. Then give 2 comma 2. What it returns? Same division error. Why? Oh, because there is a identifier mismatch. 2 2 same. div. Let me put this entire code into the command. What I am doing is printf %f. Yes, this might be %f, no issue, comma div into the bracket 10 comma 2. Let's see what happened. Point not linked. Leave it. Sorry for the interruption again. There is a technical error. Next two functions that we need to discuss is exponential as well as FABS. So let's demonstrate about the FABS. I have already written the program for this particular function. Let me open that code, that is 9.c. Sorry, that is 8.c, my mistake. Write down the definition for for writing this particular program. Write a program to demonstrate the use of FABS function. Let me show you the output of this particular program. The theory of this program says that if we enters the negative value, then this function converts this negative value into the positive value. Output is 2, that is plus 2. I have entered as a minus 2. Now what if I enters the positive value? Then it will not convert into the negative, it returns positive itself. So this is the functionality of the function called FABS. Now let's go back into the notepad for better visibility. Note down this program. Floor we have already checked. So in next lecture we'll go for the remaining part of the mathematical functions, that is f mod, log, mod f, power, sine and square root. Thank you very much students for listening me, and have a nice day.